It's awesome. I love it.
What kind of customers do you support, and what kind of jobs do they usually have you do?
We are geared towards small to medium-sized businesses, and we also cater to businesses that have multiple locations. All of them are able to go onto their own personalized website, order printed materials through us, but we also do the business cards, the brochures, the flyers, the wire-bound books, the saddle stitch.
What kind of jobs would you typically run on the Tornado Autopunch EX?
The jobs that we have for this, one of our customers, the one with the 400 plus locations, they have a series of manuals. The inside pages are printed on a digital black machine, 2-tab, 6-tab, 8-tab, and 12-tab book. The largest book being the 12-tab book has around 306 pages. Prior to the Tornado Autopunch, we were having to hand collate 12 tabs into 306 pages, put covers on, put clear acetate covers on, and black vinyl backs. After all of that was done, we had to go in and hand punch these books, taking about the better part of 2 minutes to do each book.
Does that include collating and punching?
No. That's just punching itself. After the job is ran, if I have to collate, punch, and bind one book, it takes me about 5 or 6 minutes. So now with our Tornado Autopunch, I can pre-collate the clear covers and black backs as a separate job so that I have those on standby. And then in tray 1, I have our covers, our pre-printed full-color digital 8.5 by 11 covers. In the second tray, I have our 12 tabs pre-collated in a stack. And in the tray 3, I have all of our body sheets. So no slip sheets are printed now. Everything prints, runs back to back. The Tornado Autopunch pulls the covers, pulls the tabs, pulls the body, punches, sends them out, and then offset collates them individually for books. So all I have to do once they're punched, take one off, put a clear cover and back that has already been ran through the Tornado Autopunch that is pre-collated, put it on, throw a wire bind on it, bind it, put it in a box.
Have you run any other jobs on this other than this particular customer?
I have. I actually ran it the other day. I have a customer that likes 2-part forms where the back page is green. They don't sell that pre-collated, so you can't run that on a machine pre-collated, cut it down, pat it, and go. We ran that on the press, let it dry, cut it down, put it on the Tornado Autopunch, told it how many sets we wanted to do, turned off the punch, told it not to offset the books, just go ahead and stack them all together. And like I told Scott, this is our giant crock pot. You just set it and forget it and let it go, and it goes.
Have you got any idea of how many of these 2-part forms you ran?
I probably ran 500 sheets of each. So I came out with 500 sets of 2-part form.
When you and Scott installed the unit, was it hard to set up and get going?
No, it came in an awesome box that was very thought out as to how the machine would need to get off of the box. It came perfect condition, just rolled right out of the box, plugged it in, was ready to go.
How much of a process or effort was it for Scott to train you on the graphic user interface when you were getting started?
I'm very tech savvy. I can just look at something and probably figure it out. Some of my staff are not. Scott showed us how to load a job. I feel like I know exactly how to run everything I need to do, but I challenge my staff, just blank paper, to say, hey, set up a job that does this and this, pulls a tab every 20 sheets, and punches and offsets. It's very user-friendly. It's very self-explanatory. You tell it exactly what you want it to do, and it does exactly what you tell it to do. I mean, it just made sense. Well, I mean, why would you buy 2 machines when one machine does the part of 2?
Are you already seeing some savings in terms of time and labor with this machine?
Exponential. I mean, we've done the math. What is normally a 4-day turnaround, I got out in the same day. Quicker turnaround, next to zero labor, and it allows you to let it run in the background. You don't have to sit there and watch it. It'll let you know if something happens. We've had one jam due to a double feed, but Everything else, if there's a problem, it's a user error. It's not the machine. Yeah, sensors work. They tell you exactly where the sheet of paper is. Everything's very easy to get to. Open the panel, pull the pen, pull out the paper, put the pen back in, close the door, hit done. It recognizes that the paper's no longer there. You pick up from where you left off.
Would you recommend this system for other printers?
100%. No doubt in my mind. This has already saved us a lot of time, and we haven't had it a month yet. Honestly, if I hired a new employee today and brought them in, it would probably be the first machine that I showed them. One, because I love it, gives me another chance to use it. It's very easy to use. It's not difficult at all. So when they suggested this machine, of course you look at the price of it and you say, oh my goodness, like there's no way. And then you start to think about it. I'm cutting down the labor in tenfold.
Wow.
Will pay for itself in a matter of, months, if that. And then the fact that it runs in the background, that cuts down labor even more because you don't have to have someone sit there and watch it. It picks up where it left off. It's very user-friendly, the software interface. It's incredible, and it works as a collator. You can turn the punching unit off. I love that the dies have the magnets on the end of them so you don't lose the little pins, which is always a problem. Well, I appreciate this machine. This thing is incredible. I'm glad that I have it. Thank you for doing the research and finding out what we as in the industry needed, because I don't know how this didn't happen a long time ago, but this is incredible.